gentlemen, today we'll get a behind-the-scenes look at how we make movie magic. As you probably know, the word movie is a nickname for moving pictures. And in the early days of filmmaking, it must have truly seemed like magic. In the late 1800s, the Pettibone Brothers Manufacturing Company produced magic lanterns, like this one, which were widely used by traveling showmen, projecting images onto white backdrops. Imagine for a moment what that must have been like. You're sitting in a dark tent. Suddenly the white backdrop is revealed and a single image appears. Then, when seen in the right order, in the right light, and at the right speed, those images seem to come to life to create a magical new world. Over 100 years. In that time, we turned out some of the most memorable film moments in Hollywood history.
Hold on to your butts.
And now, please welcome my co-host, Ryan.
Hi, thanks everybody. Hey, Susie.
Hey, nice outfit.
Aw, you too. Thank you, costuming. From the very beginning, the basic concept of the filmmaking process has remained the same, to make the audience believe that everything you see is real.
Today's filmmakers have more tools than ever before. High-tech cameras, super fast computers, but they still rely on a category of effects so distinctive, they're known as special.
And the earliest form of special effects are called practical effects. And those are done on set, right in front of the camera. Our first example of practical effects? Models. Universal's 1932 film, The Mummy, made use of miniature effects, including scale models like this one from its opening. We can tell that's a model because if you look at the real pyramids, they don't say The Mummy on the side. See? Universal relaunched The Mummy in 1999, and the Sphinx from the opening shot of that movie is this model right here. This is the actual model used during that filming, and the attention to detail is unbelievable. The scaffolding, all these hieroglyphics. Susan would agree that models are still a great way to fool the camera, right?
Absolutely. Another filmmaking tool that also fools the camera is the glass mask. In the terrifying film The Birds, the brilliant Alfred Hitchcock had matte paintings created to achieve the eerie look he wanted for the town of Bodega Bay. Take a look at the side screens. In this literal bird's eye view of the town, only the fire and the parking lot were real. Everything else was hand-painted on glass to create a matte and then dropped in front of the camera. And then the footage of the birds is incorporated to complete the effect.
So we've shown you two forms of practical effects so far. First models and now the glass mat.
And there's also a category of practical effects that involves performers and not just props. Practical stunts!
Did somebody say stunts?
Yep.
Please welcome our special effects show stunt department!
Yeah! What? That was awesome!
Yeah.
I mean, David comes in upside down on this side. You got Julia zipping in over here. How come you and I don't get an awesome entrance like this team?
Because we're wearing nice clothes.
I'm just saying.
You may not know their faces, but you have seen their work in countless television and movie projects, sometimes as stunt doubles for some of your favorite stars. We have Julia Elizabeth here. Welcome, Julia. Tristan Ott, and our stunt coordinator, David Hernandez. David, is it safe to say that some performers almost always double for actors when there's a fight scene?
Yeah, that's right, Susan. Turns out actors don't like getting hit in the face. So,
In the face.
yeah, like this.
Is he okay?
I don't know, are you okay?
Okay, you can get set up. When staging a fight, the art of illusion is very important. All the moves have to be realistic enough to fool the camera, but without getting anybody injured. So the performers have to make it look believable. Now let me set our scene. Exterior, dark alley, dead of night. A couple nefarious characters are about to mess with the wrong woman. Ready and action!
Where are you going so fast?
Alright, let's hear for our stunt department. Outstanding. Needless to say, this isn't the type of thing any of our friends out there should try at home, right?
That is correct.
Woo! Great job. Don't worry, they'll be back. Did you notice the sound effects in that last scene? Those dynamic punches, the dumpster hits. Ryan, what do we call those added sounds?
We call that foley. Now you might know foley, which is the process of adding sound effects to movies after they're done filming. But do you know its origins? Jack Foley wore many hats, a silent movie director, writer of westerns, even a stunt double. But when he started doing sound effects for Universal back in the 20s, that's when he really made a name for himself. For over 30 years, Foley worked in Soundstage 10, right here on the Universal lot. And if he couldn't recreate a sound effect in the soundstage, he just got it live. Inventing a technique called direct-to-picture, Foley and his small crew would record all of the sound effects for a finished movie in one take. The synchronization with the movements of that film had to be perfect because one mistake and they started over from the beginning. Here to help show us that art of Foley, give it up for our first volunteer!
The Croy family from Arcata, California.
Yeah, welcome Croy family, all the way from California. Thanks for making that trip in today. They're gonna help demonstrate how the simple items on this table can be repurposed to sound like something completely different than what you might think. For example, in Foley, a water bottle could be used to articulate the sounds of breaking bones. Something like this, check it out. You kids can try that at home, parents love it. All right, let's say what they have to Foley. It's from the movie Identity Thief, starring Jason Bateman and Melissa McCarthy. Now, while you watch this split screen, keep one eye on the scene itself, but make sure you look right next to it at the Universal Foley artists hard at work. Check it out.
Now I have a plan.
Say, piece of cake, right, Croys? Yeah, you got this. Quick recap of the sound effects so everybody's caught up to speed. Down here on the end, we have the crash box filled with loud items. When Mom spins this, it's going to simulate the crash sounds into that bookshelf and over the chair. Christine also has some shoes glued to sticks for the running in the scene. We have rolled up paper wrapped tightly in tape and a cutting board for those body falls onto the ground. Right, Georgie? Boxing gloves on sticks for the throat punch and the face max India. And last but not least, Howard, the cowbell and the mallet for the panini hit to the back. And this is where things get a little crazy. Really use your imaginations because these handcuffs are gonna make the sound of handcuffs. Yeah, get ready. Speaking of ready, Croy family, you look ready. You wanna give it a shot? I love it. You're ready. I know my booth is ready, so let's do it. Roll sound, sound speeding, and action. pull dialogue and music from the scene, and now lay over the Croy Foley track we just recorded live. And I'll see if we need to grab you guys some applications, right? So let's line up right here. Turn around. Everyone check out these side screens, and let's take a listen. Brought to you by the Croy family.
Get over here and give me a wrist. Okay? Now I have a plan.
Beautiful. Big finish. Brilliant! I loved it! Take a bow, Croy. Nicely done.
Well done. Thank you so much. While Universal has made great films in every genre, the studio really made a mark over the years, creating some of the industry's most terrifying thriller and horror films. Let's take a peek. Scary stuff, right? And all created through the use of very special horror effects. Emerging from the shadows just behind me are the stars of our horror family. Some of the classic Universal monsters. We have maquettes of Dracula, Chucky and his bride, Michael Myers, Imhotep from The Mummy, Phantom of the Opera, and Mother Bates. The perfect setting for our next demonstration.
Everyone give a warm welcome to Lauren. Say hi, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. Lauren was picked for her very impressive scream. Lauren, let's say that you were face to face with Norman Bates. Let's all hear how you would scream.
Yeah! What? Lauren, have you been murdered before? That was really good. Oh, okay, got it.
Just a gift.
Yeah,
Yep.
some people have it.
Yeah. As you saw in that fight earlier, stunt performers have to have a very high pain threshold. So my question is, do you?
Well, Lauren, do you?
Because this next demonstration involves movie blood. Does anyone know what Alfred Hitchcock used for movie blood in the original Psycho? Shout it out. Yes, chocolate! Chocolate
Nicely
syrup.
done, everybody. See, Psycho was a black and white movie, so they could use chocolate syrup back then. But nowadays, movie blood does need to be much more realistic.
Thank you for giving us a hand.
Literally! Now remember, kids, do not try this at home, okay?
Try it at a friend's house.
Exactly. High five.
Yeah! Put your right hand out over the table, palm up so you're right to your vein. Okay, Lauren, just hold it still, all right? Ready? And
Wait! Let's not use that dull machete, right, Lauren?
Right, Lauren. I'm totally kidding here, okay? I'm not going to use a machete. I have a sharper knife.
Perfect.
Take a look at the side screens, everyone, and scream on three. Lauren, 1, 2, 3! She's okay. This is a classic cinematic horror technique, a Hollywood blood knife. Take a look. This is a false blade with a cutout for her arm that comes out of the handle, like that. Meanwhile, I'm squeezing movie blood from this bulb back here so that it comes out of the tube right where the notch is, so it looks like it's bleeding right from her arm. Wasn't she awesome? Give it up for Lauren!
You killed it. Way to go, love. Nicely done. Oh, man. She's gonna help you. You were great. I got blood on my nice pants. I gotta change.
You're gonna love your next outfit, Ryan. Lauren, you can come with me right over here. We promised you a photo as our thank you. Yeah, so if you want to set up your camera, I will take your picture on the stage. That's perfect. Yeah, let me pose you with our classic Universal monsters. You have a spotlight right here you can stand in. And on 3, let's hear that amazing scream one more time, okay? 1, 2, 3! Michael, oh my switch to visual effects, which are done in a computer, specifically motion capture. To help me demonstrate motion capture, or mocap, welcome back my co-host Ryan!
Yeah, this is happening, so here we are.
Ryan, you're looking good.
Thank you so much, Susan. We should hurry up.
Okay, let's activate our perimeter sensors then. So the dots that you see on his suit, they reflect light to our sensors. We can go...
Sorry, wall of children.
So it goes into our computer, captures their locations. I think we're ready. Let's see the capture on our screens down here. Now the computer connects the dots on his suit and creates the digital skeleton that you see. So Ryan can do a T-pose. Perfect. We always start with the T-pose to mark the beginning of each take. That way it's easier for us to... But Ryan!
Sorry, the suit is tight.
We can tell.
Okay, cool.
Take your left hand to your nose for me. And now your right hand. And let's do both arms one more time. We start with some simple movements so that we can calibrate our system. And you can relax your arms. Next, we do full body movements, start with jumping jacks. Great. In a little bit, you can just jog in place.
Got it.
So digital animators will start with this skeleton, then they can change the aspect ratio, add a wire frame on top. Finally, they can add skins. Using this technology, we can turn Ryan and his movements into anything that we want. So Ryan, we have turned you into a cuddly, friendly teddy bear.
Oh, hi, I'm a bear.
But you're not just any teddy bear. You are the star of Universal's Ted.
Sweet.
Yeah, let's see some moves on Ted.
All right, I got dance.
Hey, let's see some more.
All right, I got more. Get ready, Susan.
Okay.
Got a little bit of this. Tell you what, here's a little stuff for the ladies.
Oh, Ryan, you channeled here, Ted.
Yep, sorry about that.
Hey, Ted, what do you think of the show so far?
That's why I watch these things. It's like a cool behind the scenes thing that you wouldn't know.
Thunder Buddies, Ted.
Thunder Buddies for life.
Aww. Let's hear it for Ted and Ryan.
Thank you. I'm gonna go get ready for that finale. I gotta psych myself up for this. It's gonna take a minute.
Oh, okay. Fun fact, Seth MacFarlane had a modified mocap suit made by Phil Studios so that he could act and direct at the same time. Let's take a look at the genius behind Ted.
We were able to do Ted in a completely lifelike way and to use technology in a way that really hasn't been used to date. What that technology does so well is it takes fantastical characters and makes them as realistic in movement as possible.
As far as technology has come with CGI and visual effects, some things just look better when they're real. Like fire. Let's take a look at fire stunts in some Universal films. One of the most exciting and dangerous aspects of filmmaking is undoubtedly a fire stunt. And we're gonna bring back out our top-notch stunt department to show you how they execute a live fire burn. Julia in the center is the performer we will be setting on fire. We have our coordinator David and Kristen acting as our safeties. Now if you look at Julia's face, you may be wondering, is she so nervous that she's sweating profusely? That is protective fire gel that she's got on all of her exposed skin areas. You may know what it's like if you miss a spot with sunscreen. Imagine if you missed a spot while on fire. Before we fuel, we check our extinguishers in case of an early ignition.
Excuse me, Susan. We're ready to fuel.
Copy.
Tristan, you ready? Ready. Julia, you ready?
Ready.
Fueling.
At the completion of the shot, Julia will make her way to this fire blanket where she will be extinguished. At that point, we are looking for a thumbs up that she is okay. If Julia gives us a thumbs down, that is an alert to get our medical team involved. Now it's at this point that I need to stress, these are trained professionals and they are using very special equipment. This is not the type of thing anyone should ever think about trying on their own. Julia is going to burn for 8 to 10 seconds. Our coordinator David is applying about 8 ounces of fuel. We're now on the last spot where the fuel will be applied. So as we get closer, I'll leave it to our booth to set the lights in the house for the shot, and we will set our clock to 0 on the side screens. Everyone, please remain in your seats for the duration of the stunt. Whenever you're ready, David.
Thank you. Tristan, you ready? Ready. Julia, you ready to burn? Ready. Stunts is ready.
Ready and action.
Light it. You lit.
10 seconds. She is okay, everybody! And for over 70 seconds, keep it going for our stunt coordinator, David Hernandez, our safety, Tristan Ott, and the woman we set on fire, Julia Elizabeth. Woo! Well done, stunt department. Well, if you're not sure if that was real fire, if you're seated a little farther away, you can ask the folks sitting right next to the stage here. We can tell that was real, right?
All right.
Yeah, all right.
All right, Susie.
On that-
Let's hurry up and do this fire burn. I get nauseous when I get nervous. We gotta go.
Ryan, we already did the burn.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, we can do another one. Ready?
You're out.
Yeah!
He's okay.
What an adrenaline rush! It's all right, gang. I was totally fine. I know, I was so worried. These kids
Yeah.
were almost in tears. I was trained by the best. One more time for the amazing stunt department.
Yes. Okay, and keep that applause going for all our volunteers in the show today.
Of course! Thank you so much. That foley was perfect.
And the incredible scream of Lauren.
Come on.
You can't scare her. That's something we learned in our show today.
Michael Myers said he's very sorry for scaring you, so he's gonna stop by later tonight and say sorry. Just look for him outside your window.
Aw,
Okay, cool.
thumbs up. Have the best day ever. Universal Studios Hollywood.
The entertainment